Well, howdy. Today, we're here to resolve Raul's storyline, of which I've only successfully triggered one part of so far. We're once again in Novak, a town that loves me so much, except that guy. We don't talk about that. Controversial part of the Let's Play. Good reason to not come back to Novak. I think I might have just clicked on a door that gets me in trouble for clicking on it, but no one's here, so okay, we're fine. Looking for a character. Where is he? Not him. Actually, did we ever figure out you? Any updates on you? Right.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
you again. What is it?
I don't think anything's coming to that. It's really hard to spot the NPCs sometimes because there's any number of random people in my party members of my party that are just like scattered around the room unexpectedly. They're not behind me because I stand at the doorway. Boone's room. Bell. Annie Vargas, I think, is the dead guy. Chris Haverson, what are you doing in here?
Welcome to Novak. It's not very exciting here, but the people are friendly enough. My engineering skills have been coming in handy too. I've got plenty to do. Thanks for telling me about this place.
I guess he lives in Manny's room now? Oh, the guy I'm looking for lived in one of these houses, didn't he?
Any word on Station Charlie?
I went to the ranger station. Everyone there was wiped out.
What? What happened?
Members of Caesar's Legion ambushed them.
Those were good men at that station. Good men. This whole town was sleeping a lot easier because of them. Now, who knows what we're in for? The Legion? Christ. We'd be better off with raiders. Well, thanks for telling me. I know that knowledge didn't come without risk. Tell you what, I'll pay for what you did, but I'll do you one better too. There's a move we have in the Rangers for knocking an opponent off his feet. Saved my butt a bunch of times, maybe it will for you too. Let me show you how it's done.
You've learned a new ranger takedown special move. Initiate a power attack while moving backwards? Okay. Unarmed, fuck it. I'm idolized, they love me so much. I'm surprised that this wasn't included in a quest. It's like, I guess, who knows how many weird missed connections there are in quests that I've lost track of because it says, you're done, it's over, you won! And then I lose track of which characters I should also still talk to anyway. Whoops.
You'll get the hang of that takedown. I had trouble learning it at first too.
You're with the NCR, right?
Was.
This is all old dialogue, but...
I go. Look out for yourself.
What can I do for you, boss?
It's supposed to be him, and it's not working. Shit. Let's research something. Alright. Let's try this. Set Met Ranger Andy to 1.
Hey, boss. Can I ask you something?
Maybe I just had to walk outside anyway. Sure. What's on your mind?
What do you think of guys like Ranger Andy?
He seems like a decent guy.
That wasn't what I meant, really. I mean guys who have a world of experience doing what they do, but have to give it up because they're getting old and slow or too injured.
Just because someone's crippled doesn't mean they're useless. All that experience is invaluable.
Yeah, I suppose you could still teach. Take a less active role in the world. That's not so bad.
Is that what you did?
Would it surprise you to know that I used to be a gunslinging adventurer? I left everything when I left Mexico. My home, my family, my name, even my face. I know it's surprising, boss, but I wasn't always just handsome. As far as the world knows, I was Miguel, and I was okay with that. I headed north for a while, and ended up in Tucson. Not Tucson, by the way. Things were good there. Well, maybe not good, but better than Mexico City anyways. I found myself a little shack, started fixing things.
Fixing things?
Oh, sure, boss. I was always good at fixing things. Some I fixed for the town, some I fixed for other people, some I fixed just for the hell of it. It's a better way to use your hands than killing. And even then, I wasn't getting any younger or faster. I lived there for a long time, kept to myself, didn't get into any fights. Hell, the only reason I even kept my guns oiled was professional pride.
Why aren't you still there then?
Getting there, boss. I'd been in Tucson. The locals can call it Tucson all they want, but it's Tucson, damn it. About 75 years when she showed up. Prettiest thing you ever saw, boss. Maybe it was just a trick of my senile brain, but I swear she looked just like my Rafaela. Her name was Claudia. She ended up taking work at one of the brothels in town. I never went to her, of course. How could I? But I looked after her in my own way.
What happened with her?
This was a long time ago, before Caesar's Legion pacified Arizona and brought the raider tribes to heel. A tribe came into Tucson one day. More a gang, really. Dirty Dave and his 6 brothers. They were looking for bullets, and I sold some to them. I figured if I did that, they'd leave town before they tore it up too much.
But they didn't, did they?
No, boss. No, they didn't. As I was saying, I hoped they'd leave the town in peace. Instead, they decided to stop at Claudia's brothel to take the edge off. I don't know which one of them got rowdy first, but by the time I heard the screams and got my guns, it was too late. They shot up the brothel, killed 4 girls, and taken Claudia for their sport.
Did you rescue her?
I went after Dave and his brothers. They had a head start, but they slept nights. I didn't. Took me 3 days to catch up to them. Claudia was dead when I got there. They put a bullet in each of her eyes. I couldn't do anything except avenge her, just like Rafaela. I charged into the middle of their camp and started firing. 2 of them were dead before they knew I was there. The other 5, though, they shot the shit out of me. I would have died, I think, if I wasn't so full of rage.
How did you survive?
By being a meaner old cuss than the rest of them, boss. I wanted to keep living until they weren't. So I just kept shooting until they were all dead. I was in pretty bad shape in the end, though. I don't know how long I laid there, with the sun baking me and the buzzards chomping at me. Eventually, I got the strength to start moving. Some long time after that, I managed to drag my carcass back to town.
What happened then?
When I recovered, more or less anyways, I left Tucson and headed west. I ran into Tabitha at Black Mountain, and well, the rest you know. I swore I was done with the gunslinging life. I was too old, too slow, and too beat up to protect anyone anymore. I thought I was done forever, but after traveling with you, I realized I've always had my doubts.
Doubts? About what?
About whether I'm really too old to keep living the life of a gunslinger after all. And after seeing what you go through, boss, I think I am. From now on, I'll let you deal with the fighting and stick to keeping your gear working. I don't want to slow you down more than I already do.
That's not true, Raul. You're great with a pistol.
You think so? Well, you're the boss. Okay, I'll give it a try. But if I get killed, and if there's an afterlife, I'll haunt your ass.
Ugh, he's turned into a head. Raul has gained the old Vaquero perk, which increases his rate of fire with revolvers and lever-action firearms by 33%. Whoa! Where'd those clothes come from?
What can I do for you, boss?
Where'd all that come from? Okay. Well, that's a hell of an outcome. Next, we're looking for Camp McCarran. One might be a bit of a struggle. This is a big place. But I don't think I had you here, so I don't think I've done this dialogue, but I could be wrong. So we're looking for Sterling. He seems to really consistently react to, like, old soldiers.
Hey.
Major Dartree. Do I know you?
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends.
What do you know about the fiends?
Pack of drugged-out killers. They're addicted to every stim, every pill, every psychoactive enema on this fucked-up earth. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you?
Might be. Give me their names.
First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nafai. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook. Rapist, pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot. I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men, and plenty of mercs too. You go after them, any of them, you're in for a hell of a fight. So, which one is it gonna be?
Cook.
One thing I should tell you about Cook. Piece of shit is pure animal. He raped one of my snipers, and that makes this personal. Also, he's got a flamethrower, and he's damn good with it. From what I hear, he either rapes or burns every living thing he gets his hands on. Only one man's gotten close to killing him, and that's Little Buster. So he says, anyway. Maybe it's bullshit, but I'd still ask him about it.
Who's Little Buster?
Bounty hunter. Talks big. But he's still alive, so he can't be completely full of shit. I think he's out in the yard waiting to claim a couple bounties.
Anything else I should know?
One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head. My superiors need proof they're gone. That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead, and no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for the chest. You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire bounty. Good luck to you, and don't get careless.
You were at Bitter Springs, I'm told.
Yeah, I was there. I was Captain Daughtry then. That whole situation was a mess and could easily have been avoided with good intel. The major in charge at the time made a bad call. He thought Bitter Springs was full of Great Khan raiders, so we surrounded the place. By the time any of us realized there were civilians down there, women and children, shooting had already started. The major froze up at the news, and we couldn't get another word out of him. I took over and salvaged the situation as best I could. For my effort, I was promoted to major. Not quite the way I'd have wanted it.
What can you tell me about the Great Khans?
We know they supply the fiends with illegal chems, but they never stick around in NCR territory for long. They know the land and move quick. There's talk from time to time about taking out their base at Red Rock Canyon, but nothing ever comes of it. The Great Khans are tough fighters. If we ever did go up against them on their home turf, we'd win, but casualties would be high.
I heard you're Bitterroot's father.
Adoptive father, yes. I was very proud when he made first recon. I know that every time I send them out, I could be sending him to his death. But if it's not me, it'll be somebody else. At least this way I get one more chance to see him. Right.
I wonder what percentage of players play through this game with like a guide, or they check like the complete quest list to try to check all the people they should interact with or something. Because holy shit, like locations like this are massive and everyone looks equally generic for the most part. And just amongst those crowds are named characters with entire quests and storylines tied to them. And just to make it rougher, they walk around! Look at him go!
We lose Kimbo at a time like this.
And he's not like a colorful, like... he's not like a colorful RPG character, he's a dude in a military suit, so it's like... all the soldiers almost look the same, because that's like the point of military uniforms, is uniformity. I don't know if I have any food left, actually. Might have finally burned through my supply and frankly, reduced my load as a result. Little Buster. This guy does look like he talks a big game all the time and probably isn't sincere.
Yep, I'm still here. Shit, I got nothing better to do, right?
Major Daughtry said I should ask you about Cook. The reason I'm going after Cook is like Cook came up with the Pretty Jenny or whatever her name was at the brothel, the pimp. Like this is a reoccurring thing where this person's done horrible things to people, and so this is the most immediately narratively interesting character to go after because there's a lot of people we've already met that would want him to not be around anymore.
The rapist with the flamethrower? Yeah, that's a combination I stay the fuck away from. I was stalking him for a while. Real good at that. Watching people from where they can't see me, you know? Only one thing I learned about that asshole. Keeps a bunch of Brahmins. Most of them he roasts whenever he feels like it. But there's one. Must be his pet or some shit. Doesn't let anybody near that Brahmin. Somebody puts a bullet in her, I bet that'd piss him off good. Might make him careless, too. Hey, yeah. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
I like to punch the weird dummy. Okay, so he might become vulnerable if I attack this specific Brahmin because he might get reckless. There you are.
Howdy. What brings you back? Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
Once again, a character that I've talked to a bunch before. I might need to just do this real quick. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. No. Oh, that should open with a quote, I think. Damn it. I think there might be a line break that's messing with me in the text, so I'm miscopying it. Did it work yet? Let's maybe walk around a bit. Maybe he'll trigger it. Oh.
How could we lose Kimbo at a time like this?
The fuck did my camera do there? I think I might have read that you need to do it indoors. And then maybe I go back outdoors. Oh, all of his gear reset too. He switched back to his other set.
What can I do for you, boss?
I don't know. I'll just continue poking people for potential quests to see if there's anyone else I've missed around here. Or just continue with the current storyline that I just picked up. And then we'll see if I can...
Yeah?
Howdy. What brings you back?
Just see if anything ever causes it. Anyway, I guess we'll just do the bounty hunting thing. And we'll see if he ever responds. Maybe after I travel. I don't know. The fact that he got a costume change makes me almost wonder if he's already done. I'm just kind of confused because, like, I don't remember having a conversation about Sterling. How many of these do I need to kill before it makes up for fighting the Brotherhood of Steel? You're on fire. Uh-oh. Is that Cook? No, it's just some guy. Doggy! They're not doing very well at the geometry. Do you think this area is populated with enough enemies yet? Jeez. Another one? Multiple other ones? It's at least 4 more enemies. They got frozen by something? I was frozen today! God damn, okay. Which one is Cook? Okay, that must be the ones over here. The other one is... I got confused because there was 3 objectives, but I guess one of them is the option to go back and talk to somebody else. Talk about somebody else. And the first 2 are Cook and his Brahmin. But the quest is about killing 3 people ultimately, so I was like, are all 3 of them on my objectives even though we didn't talk about the other ones? Really feels like a melee character should have some kind of sprint. It's like some sort of gap closing approaches. Just feels notably absent without it. But since sometimes these people feel like they can just keep shooting you with a gun while backing away. Like, almost indefinitely. It's like, damn. Do they even take a movement penalty for moving backwards?
Let's kick this in gear. You like the sight of your own blood?
Well, I guess that's Cook taken care of. Didn't really have a chance to look for the Brahmin or whatever because we found him immediately. Where even is the Brahmin?
I didn't mean it! Don't kill me!
I didn't mean it! Don't put... Cook's fiend stew. that for cooking fiends? I don't feel the need to kill his Brahmin, whatever. There we go. A lot of people are going to be happy he's dead. Where are you hiding in this great gray expanse? Are you as far away as humanly possible? Rude.
They got to President Kimball. How long can we hold out?
It's kind of funny that the President Kimball dying was just such an off-screen event.
I see you're still alive, and that's promising. Any luck on that bounty? That right. You killed one of the psychopaths on my shit list. Let me see the scumbag's head. Yeah, that's Cook. Ugh, did he always smell like this, even before he was dead? And the fiends let this guy touch their food? Well, this is payback for at least one of my troopers. She'll be glad to know he's dead. Here's your caps. Think you can take down another one of these scumbags? Up to you. But I can trust you to do the job, and I'd hate to see you walk away.
Alright.
That's the best damn thing I've heard all day. Finally, somebody around here with some goddamn ambition. There's 2 psycho bastards left. Which one will it be?
Violet.
Violet it is. Wish I could give you more advice on how to bring her down, but we know less about her than the other 2. Just watch out for the dogs. She raises them herself. Might as well be their mother. They never leave her side.
Where can I find her?
Good question. Fiend territory is southeast of here, but they range all over the area. None of them stays in any one place for long.
Anything else I need to know?
You've gone after the fiends before. I don't have to tell you to keep alert. Good luck. Right.
Nelson's back.
Okie dokie.
Back in our hand.
We'll just head west from here.
Hey,
Oh, we're a little packed in here.
Captain's on its last leg.
Puppy! Don't notice me. Did I make a mistake warping here? Can I not get through? No!
Pieces.
Oh, there's so many enemies. Oops, Veronica, no. Let's just try running for it. Or can I get through here? God. It's hard to parse where you're allowed to walk in these environments. There we go.
You like the sight of your own blood? Nope. Where am I? Slow-mo really threw me off. Door? We're free. Heading southish.
I have to check the big map to be sure, because the game gives me two conflicting objectives, and one of them is go back and do nothing. One of them is just walk all the way back to where I came from. And they're not marked differently. I might be genuinely running out of food items for like the first time. Like I finally held off on picking up so many of them for long enough that I'm actually running into trouble. But also the Brotherhood and stuff like that did do enough damage that it became a problem. I've been through a few high damage scenarios that ate through my supplies a bit. I'm even running out of sodas. That is sincerely a lot of dogs. Ow. Violet sounded familiar, so I thought I might have been here before, but nope. I don't think we've met. And now we never will. You know, I could save time if you just gave me all the objectives at once. And there is her head. Hope you didn't need that.